Hi, today we are going to discuss about authority. Last we spoke about what is learning, and today we are going to discuss what is authority and how learning is getting limited by the authority. So when we say learning, we have a study or we read some book, we watch some content, we seek from someone, and we gather knowledge. So learning is all about knowledge, and knowledge is nothing but you have a specific memory about what you have learned, and you use it in certain situations or scenarios. And if that succeeds, then you store that pattern in your mind, and you further implement that and learn more if it fails, right? So this is how the learning is happening. But when we introduce authority could be any sort of conditioning, I would say. So you are bound within that specific limits, right? So for example, you are taking some course and you are doing the education part of it. So there is a limited scope or what we call as syllabus. So have we ever thought beyond syllabus? Have we read beyond syllabus? Why are we constrained? So if some kind of authority is being played or placed in your mind basically, then that is a limitation for your learning. Once you discard all this authority, right, it can be your fear, it could be any kind of influences or conditioning. So is it possible to break free from the authority? I'm not telling to resist it or ignore it or you be a rebellion on top of it, but can you see through what is authority which is stuck in your brain and which is limiting your learning experiences, right? So the moment you feed in specific fear or specific limitations on top of it, your learning would be limited and your potential is limited. All this are occurring because there are lots of conflicts which is happening within our mind, right? The limiting conflicts. So the conflicts itself limit your learning process. So how authority and learning was, kind of interlinked, I wanted to get into that question. Please think through on that. How, what kind of authority you are facing, what kind of authority is limiting your learning process. uh, this can be expanded to both psychological learning as well as the physical learning, like your day-to-day work or your skill stack, anything which you want to do for your career or something of that sort, as well as your psychological learning, where you are learning about your emotions, learning about the self. So all these things are involved there. Yeah, think through. Thank you.